The Gunner in the Fire. Part 1. One cold, crisp night in October. You're in the middle of town with your best friend talking. Then all of a sudden, you hear screaming, and people are running past you with severe burns and wounds. Your friend gets scared and runs, but you stand there suddenly. You smell smoke. You look to the western mountain and see a fiery light and smoke rising from the mountain's base. You start walking towards the western mountain. You don't know what drives you on, whether it be pure stupidity, fearlessness, bravery, or even insanity. You walk up a hill. Then you start to hear gunshots at the top. You realize the gunshots and the fiery light and smoke are coming from the meadow where you used to play when you were younger. You walk through the trees to the meadow. As you walk closer and closer, your heart starts to beat faster and faster. Then you hide behind a giant rock which you used to play on the edge of the meadow, which was now a battlefield, set ablaze with gunfire. You look out onto the meadow, only to see a horrifying sight. About 100 snipers, and they are firing at two figures. One wearing an orange mask with purple feathers. The other was dressed like an ancient warrior. You didn't know what held you to this spot. You try to look away, but you can't. You try to run, but you won't budge. Your knees lock. Your heart starts pounding against your chest. It's beating faster and faster against your chest. It feels like it's going to burst out of your chest any moment. You're forced to see this bone-shattering sight. The two figures were dodging bullets effortlessly, and so gracefully, it was like musicians in a symphony. Doo-doo, doo-doo, da-da-da. But then the masked figure got behind one of the snipers so fast, it was like magic. Then the masked figure snaps the sniper's neck. You gasp. And one of the other snipers hears and sees you. And just before they can tell you to run, they drop dead. The masked figure killed them. Then the masked figure sees you and fires his gun at you. And just before the bullet hits your head, someone takes the bullet for you. Instead of hitting your head, it hits their heart. You turn to see who had pushed you out of the way. It was an old man. He had severe burns and bloody wounds all over his body. You then look up, only to see the masked figure standing there, holding their gun to your head. And just before they pull the trigger